Okay, looks like I'm going to have to go up on the mountain again. Another trip.
Okay, real good, Dad. We'll see you when you get back. WA-70 low is WA-7 and low, be clear.
Reno, Nevada. WA7NHV, the University of Nevada Amateur Radio Club's radio-controlled remote is off the air. After a record of over 42 minutes of continuous operation, this project has ceased to function. Now the maintenance forces in the area will be polled to obtain a technician to clear the trouble. Bill Rett, WA7FBU, reports that he's on a search and rescue mission looking for a lost scout. Len is unable to help as he has a Nevada Highway Patrol transmitter off the air. NHV member Jack, WA7DIA, can't be reached. No one seems to know where he is. But wait, you can always depend upon a Mount Vaca Radio Club member to come to the rescue. Here's Dennis Humphrey, WA6RDH. Dennis is receiving directions to the Peavine site from Len, who took time out from fixing the Nevada Highway Patrol transmitter to assist. Peavine is 8 miles northwest of Reno at an elevation of 8,300 foot. When Dennis neared the site, he noticed a bedraggled hiker with a sick brick. Jack had been trying to tell everyone that he was in the area, but no one could hear him. Arriving at this WPRN site, Jack discovers that the pre-log receiver had finally petrified. It was necessary to take it to the WA7NHV maintenance office for repair. After the depetrification procedure, the unit was readied for reinstallation. WA7NHV, in addition to its 440 MHz control system, is a 146.94 remote base and a control station linked directly to WA6UGY, the Mount Vaca Radio Club installation in California, 144 miles away. While in Nevada, Dennis, who now is an accredited Nevada maintenance technician, will receive briefing on other sites. Two of these sites are on McClellan Peak at an elevation of over 7,000 foot. McClellan Peak is 20 miles south and east of Reno near Virginia City. This WPRN site is K7TNU. K7TNU is a 146.94 remote base, a 51.0 and 51.6 remote base, which is linked to the Placer County and NorCal repeaters in California. It also can be functioned to allow 2-meter stations to talk to 6-meter stations. Down the road is the Silver Circle Amateur Radio Society station, K7VJZ. Today, at this WPRN site, Quick Draw Len Pringle, W7DFT, the founder of SNARS, is briefing Dennis on the method of performing the regularly scheduled frequency and deviation checks. Skill is necessary, as only used, cast-off, outmoded test equipment is available for this amateur work. These measurements and adjustments are followed by a final dusting off of all other necessary items. The heart of this system is Len's most valued possession, the ultra-reliable, super stable, multiple Motorola single-tone decoders. K7VJZ is a 146.94 MHz and 52.525 MHz remote base. Like K7TNU, it also can be functioned to interface 6 meters and 2 meters. Next, we go to the Sierra Nevada Amateur Radio Society Laboratory, where Bob, WA7GVF, is performing K7UGT maintenance. Jack, WA7DIA, has entrusted his sick brick to the K7UGT lab experts for repair. They are so hard-headed, they think they can fix anything. Well, almost anything. Mel Lindsay, WA7LGP, is receiving a trouble call. K7UGT is off the air. The SNARS field crew goes into immediate action, assisted, of course, by the Mount Vaca Radio Club. Not a moment is wasted by this crack crew in responding to this trouble call. K7UGT is located atop Slide Mountain at the 9,800-foot level. Slide Mountain is 20 miles south of Reno in the Tahoe National Forest. Joining the Quack maintenance team on the beautiful Mount Rose Highway is Cliff, WA7HVY, in his radio-charged Beetle. A ski lift provides the only access to this site during the winter months. The receive antenna is located near the K7UGT building complex. Trips such as these always follow careful advanced planning and attention to detail. Certain important paper must always be in hand when visiting a WPRN site. The K7 UGT transmit antenna is located 400 feet above the main building. The antenna is fed through super low loss 3 1/8 inch rigid coax. Before Frank Cherney, WA7DUL, machined the adapter fittings, the coax line was known as the highest still in America. The transmit antenna, located on Ernie Z. Ball, WA7MFH's building, receives its regular mechanical checkout. The K7 UGT system, a 146.34 to 94 and 94 to 147.48 repeater, covers Lake Tahoe, Western Nevada, and Eastern California. The SNARS emergency power system also powers KOLO TV. KOLO has installed its equipment in the K7 UGT complex. Final adjustments of K7 UGT are made while talking to a distant mobile in Sacramento, California. Jim Steechter, WA7MOC, notes that a large amount of adjustment seems necessary. Could Dave Dunkelberger, W6MKA, be off frequency? The Mount Vaca Radio Club frequency surveillance team has this unit under observation. Some try to get away with it. Few succeed. Units such as these, when apprehended, are subject to test, evaluation, scrutiny, and repair at the world-famous Mount Vaca Radio Club Rio Linda Switching Center Maintenance Laboratory. This transmitter is undergoing its final test. Under some conditions, reinforcements must be called. The Mount Vaca Radio Club is always prepared for any emergency. The Mount Vaca Radio Club, along with other repeater groups, is constantly upgrading its equipment, operation, and standards. Specific duties are delegated to each member. In order to properly test the WA6UGY installation, a test set must be connected to each transmitter and to each receiver. After the equipment is loaded, the system engineer is escorted to his travel accommodations. This production was brought to you by the Mount Vaca Radio Club in cooperation with the White Porcelain Radio